So ours was lack of courageous leadership was the topic we had to cover. So one of the things we came up with our table was around creating a safe space to experiment and learn and grow. So I think something I probably would feel a bit as well, where I see in organisations where there's a real fear of failure, or a real fear of being labelled as a failure, or trying something that maybe is a bit of a reach, and as a consequence, if it doesn't go perfectly, you feel like, why did I expose myself like that? Whereas actually I would feel, I worked in one organisation in particular where if you actually are to create an environment where people feel they can try and learn, and if it doesn't work out, that's okay, you are the failure, it was an experiment, and we all understood that going in. So that was something we thought might help make more courageous leaders.
And then we spoke about co-creating a set of values and behaviours, but we also felt that we need to go deep on this, because we've all seen it in organisations where everybody puts up a lovely set of values on the wall and then everybody leaves the room and gives out about it and nobody lives them. So this is really about kind of understanding why the behaviours are showing up in the first place, like why are we behaving in this way, why are we acting in this way, and why are we kind of triggering each other in meetings, what's going on. So understanding that first so that then you can co-create a set of behaviours and values that you can live by, make those visible and lived every day.
Sure. We also spoke about, again, around lack of courageous leadership, around having a growth mindset, to embrace the mistakes. I see them gotten the failure and mistake stuff, but for good reason maybe. Growth mindset, to embrace the mistakes as they will make you stronger. So again, it's kind of embracing the fact that, again, you've tried something that maybe it hasn't panned out. But actually, if the organisation is in a place where it's thinking, I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to learn, we're trying to get better, that's not necessarily an issue. In fact, it's something it's learning you can build on going forward.
And then we spoke about understanding where fear comes from. So we're saying there's a lack of courageous leadership, but where does that fear come from? And sitting with that a little bit. And we had a discussion about sometimes as a leader, you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. You are entirely responsible for everything all the time, and your work, your emotions, the whole team, and that can feel really heavy. And it stops you and blocks you from actually being courageous and for stepping up and for supporting your team in ways that they need. So it's that shift from that isolated leader up there to being in with your team and co-creating and creating that shared safety together. So understanding where fear comes from, shifting from isolation to collaboration. And the final one is self-care for leaders. Like, we need support, we need help, we need each other, and we need a community of leaders. And leaders need to be resourced, and some of that support can come from outside an organisation with a community like this. Some will need to come from within your team and the support from co-creating and collaborating. So self-care is absolutely critical.